What's up guys, it's your boy Nick Sinai from Georgetown Chev, and today I have a special order Tahoe RST for you guys. It is a very unique truck. It has a unique combination of both a second row bench as well as a rear seat media system. Not something you usually see, but I think it's an awesome truck, so let's jump right into it. Alright guys, there it is, the beast, the 2021 Tahoe RST. Now before we get started, I just want to mention that I've included timestamps in the description below. So if you want to jump ahead to another part of the video where I talk about the engine or the interior, you can do that by checking out the description. But let's take a look at this truck. So, this beast of a truck, the 2021 Tahoe RST, has been fully redesigned for the 21 model year. This is the 5th generation of Tahoe, and they've done a great job. It is big. And that's no mean feat because the last one was pretty big to begin with. I love these horizontal blacked out slats that they have for the Tahoe, and they've actually taken a lot of design cues from our 1500 pickup trucks. So you'll see the angular LED lights, the C-shaped daytime running lights, and even these vents down here, all reminiscent of our 1500 trucks. So you'll see a cohesive design language throughout. Now going along the side of the Tahoe, there are some major changes here too. To begin with, these mirrors, they're a lot bigger, more angular, it gives you more visibility. I think they look super cool. And then the wheel wells, they're a lot more accentuated with this raised lip. It draws your eyes towards these massive 22-inch alloy wheels, high gloss black, fully machined. They are gorgeous and they're wrapped in Bridgestone lenses. Now going further down the Tahoe, there used to be a plastic trim piece that ran the full length of the vehicle. That's gone now for a more integrated look over here. And actually the C-pillar has been raked a little more, it's more angular, so overall it's just a more angular looking design. Now at the back, the design is a lot more pronounced. The previous generation, it was very flat and smooth. With the current generation of Tahoe, there's a lot more angles and creases. It's a more angular looking truck overall. But they have carried over this sporty rear roof spoiler. I love how it looks on the Tahoe, and it doubles to hide the windshield wiper up top. Now there's a massive power operated tailgate. It opens up at a push of a button, and it also has a separate window mechanism as well. So I'll show you guys right now. This pops open and you can leave it open. You can stick things out the back if there's longer items, or it makes it easier to access stuff as well. And of course this is an RST, so everything's blacked out. You got blacked out emblems for the Tahoe, the blacked out Chevy bow tie, and RST in this big beautiful red lettering. Now under the hood we have the same 5.3 liter V8 found in our 1500 trucks. It is based on an aluminum block that has direct injection, variable valve timing, and a dynamic fuel management system. With the dynamic fuel management system, this massive V8 can shut all the way down to 2 cylinders in the right conditions to save you fuel. Plus it's paired with our all new 10-speed automatic transmission to be even more fuel efficient, but still have the power when you need it. Now speaking of power, it puts out 355 horsepower and 383 foot-pounds of torque, which allows you to tow up to a maximum of 8,400 pounds when equipped with the max trailering package. Guys, let's head inside and take a look at this fully redesigned interior. Like all of our vehicles equipped with the keyless entry system, all you need to do is have the key fob on your person, in your pocket, in your purse, wherever. Push this button on the handle to unlock the vehicle and step right in. So right off the bat, you can see that there's some big changes inside the 5th generation of Tahoe. The entire dash has been revamped. We now have a massive 10.2-inch center display that sits right on top. I gotta tell you, this change has been a long time coming, and they did a great job. If you look around, a lot of the controls, including the climate control system and other functionality within the vehicle, has been updated to tie into the look and feel of our 1500 pickup trucks. You'll see a lot of similarities between the two. So up front you have these big, comfortable bucket seats that offer huge amounts of adjustability and support. Great for long road trips. So that includes an 8-way power driver and passenger seat with 2-way power lumbar adjustment as well. Now these seats also look very sporty. They have the red contrast stitching that is exclusive to the RST trim. And you'll find this red contrast stitching throughout the rest of the cabin as well, along the dash, the armrests, and other various trim. Now if we look to the center, you'll see that there's a massive center armrest, and right below there is a massive center console. I mean, this thing is huge. There is so much room in here that you can actually lose stuff. And there is an option for a power sliding console as well, which at a push of a button will move back 10 inches so that you can use the extra space to put taller items in between. And as a bonus, there's a hidden cubby underneath the power sliding console so that you can place valuable items out of sight. Looking up, you'll notice a big upgrade that was not available on the previous generation of Tahoe, and that is the massive panoramic sunroof you see here. This thing is huge. It lets in a lot of light, a lot of air, and the great thing is the shade is infinitely adjustable, so you can have it fully closed or fully open to let in a lot of light and anywhere in between. Another great upgrade on the new Gen Tahoe is this massive wireless charging pad. The previous one was way too small for modern day smartphones. This one has a lot more room, and the great thing is once you place your phone on the pad, you'll get a visual confirmation right on the infotainment screen letting you know that it is charging. Now let's get back to this massive center screen. It's running GM's latest infotainment software, and I gotta say GM has probably one of the most simplest and most intuitive infotainments out there. It's extremely easy for a beginner to understand how to use it. To start off with the audio, it comes with all the standard sources you'd expect, like AM, FM, HD radio, Sirius XM, as well as Bluetooth audio streaming. Now the cool thing is you can have 2 separate phones hooked up to the Bluetooth, and you can switch between the 2 for audio as well as phone calls. Now this particular model also comes with the optional GM connected navigation system. It is super responsive, buttery smooth, and has some great connected features like showing you real-time traffic data as well as local fuel prices right on the map. We also have a built-in 4G Wi-Fi hotspot that can connect up to 7 different devices. This is great for family road trips where you have multiple devices on board. Now new for this year is wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. So even on the base model Tahoe, you can project your phone right onto the screen and get Google Maps, Spotify, Waze, whatever your favorite apps are, right on the screen. Another upgrade for this year is the HD backup camera. The bump in resolution has made the image super crisp and even made the movement of the guidance lines buttery smooth. You can also control the rear climate and media right from the front screen. This is really useful if you have younger kids in the back. You can adjust the temperature, airflow, or what they're watching on the screen right from the front. And if you have some particularly troublesome kids, you can actually lock them out on the front screen so they can't mess with the controls in the back. A relatively new feature is the Alexa integration that is built into most of our GM infotainment systems. Now with this, it opens up a number of possibilities, from opening your garage door to ordering things on the fly, all through voice. Now if you look over to the right side of the infotainment screen, you'll find one of the quirks of the new generation Tahoe, this small hidden cubby space that can be closed off. It is an odd shape, so I'm not really sure what GM was expecting customers to put in there, but it is there. Now this unfortunately doesn't have the same functionality as the cubbyhole found in the previous generation of Tahoe, where it was hidden behind the screen itself. Now moving to the back of the vehicle, you'll notice that there is a bench seat in the second row. Normally with the RST you find captain seats, and it's usually available as part of the luxury package. But at the time of ordering this vehicle, there were some parts issues that GM was facing, and due to that, we have the unique combination of a second row bench with a rear seat media system. And with that, let's talk about the main attraction in the rear seat. What you're going to notice when you jump in, these 2 massive 12.6-inch touchscreen displays. They are part of the rear seat media system, and they're bundled together with the navigation. It's about a $2,865 option, and I gotta say, they are definitely worth it. If you have long road trips, these will come in clutch. So the first thing you'll notice is there are no physical buttons on the screen at all. It is fully touch sensitive, so to turn them on, you just tap the screen, and once it's on, you'll notice that it's divided into 3 sections. You have a watch tab, you have a listen tab, and a navigation tab. So starting with the watch tab, there is a variety of different ways to consume content on the touchscreen. You can connect a thumb drive or portable hard drive via the 2 USB-C ports located on the rear of the center console. These are easily accessible to the rear occupants, and once you have a thumb drive hooked up, you can play any kind of media you have stored on the drive. Another way to connect a device is via the two HDMI ports located on the rear of the center console as well. So you can connect devices like a PlayStation, Google Chromecast, or even an Apple TV. And the great thing is there's a 120 volt power outlet located right below, so you can actually power these devices at the same time as well. And with the built-in Wi-Fi hotspot I mentioned earlier, you can connect your devices to the internet as well. GM has really thought this through. This is a perfect all-in-one solution for your rear seat media. Now once you have media playing on the screens, you can listen to it via the two included wireless headphones. And the great thing is this system is based on Bluetooth, so if you have another pair of headphones you prefer to use, you can sync those to the screen as well. And of course, alternatively, you can use the built-in Bose sound system to bump the sound straight through the stereo system. Now the next tab over is the Listen tab, and it's very self-explanatory. You just hook up a thumb drive or hard drive and you can listen to your music via the headphones or the stereo system. Now moving on to the Navigation tab. This allows for the rear seat occupants to see exactly where they're headed and how long it's going to take to get there, which should eliminate any more "are we there yet" from the kids in the back. And this system allows for the rear seat occupants to send directions to the front. So if they see a point of interest along the way or they want to stop for food, they can send those directions right up to the driver. All in all, I think this rear seat media system makes the new 2021 Tahoe the ultimate road trip vehicle. I mean, imagine sitting back with some popcorn in your comfortable snuggie, watching a movie while the stars keep you company through that massive panoramic sunroof. Finally, let's take a look at the third row seating. With the new redesign, there's a lot of space in the back, even for adults. And if you are relegated to the third row, it doesn't mean you're lacking in amenities. You have a nice set of vents, two USB-C charging ports, as well as a set of cup holders. Now GM has improved on the way the second row seats fold, which makes it a lot easier to access the third row. And if you have the upgraded options, you can power fold the third and second row right from the back of the cargo area at a touch of a button, which makes it a lot easier if you're going furniture shopping or if you have longer items to fold all the seats flat. So that brings us to the price of the 2021 Tahoe RST. The base model RST with the 5.3 liter V8 motor starts at $69,900 Canadian, or for our US viewers, that's $56,400 USD. But with some of the features picked on this particular model, like the rear seat media system with built-in navigation, the panoramic sunroof, and even the accessories like first, second, and third row floor liners, that brings the price well north of that. We are looking at a sticker price of 77,000 and change Canadian, or for our US viewers out there, 62,000 and change USD. This is before taxes, of course. Now, this is by no means an inexpensive vehicle, but I feel like you get great value for the money. There are not too many trucks out there that fill the specific niche of a luxury 7 to 8 seater SUV that also has the capability of towing nearly as much as a full-size truck. Alright guys, well that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a thumbs up below. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, see you then.